Hey folks, I'm Serious AG and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Mana. So this next quest, we have to have fewer than 4 pets in our total party. We can't bring a pet with us, and we have to have 4 or fewer pets in total. And we can't have any of it. Basically, we have to be alone to do this quest, and we can't have too many pets. So it's called the Wimpy Thuggling, and I would imagine it involves recruiting a new pet who's like some kind of special, unique story pet. So we're gonna have to go possibly fire a pet. Hello, Lucky the dog. Fired. Yeah, we won't fire Lucky the dog, but 4 or fewer pets. So I believe we have 4. Because that's whatever the hell that thing was, and our initial pet. That's the pets we got. So sell. We got Rabbite, Ariel, Ald, and ooh, we got Reptile and Alicia. Alicia-sama. Well, hold on a second now. We gotta think about this. You do not have a pet with you. You have 4 or less fewer. Come on. Stannis Baratheon needs to have a word with you. 4 or fewer pets in your ranch. You do not have any NPCs in your party. Okay, well, we gotta sell a pet. I don't remember getting the reptile. I would have to imagine we can't, like, I know we can catch another Ariel or another Rabbite somehow, but let's get rid of the Ariel, the cockatrice. Because I can't get rid of Ald. Certainly don't want to get rid of Alicia-sama. Rabbite is our oldest and dearest pet. So it's either Reptile or Ariel, and I think we can get rid of either. This one will give us more money, I would assume. And if it has a special power, it's probably Petrify, which I doubt is going to work on anything that would be challenging to defeat anyway. Hello there. I'll give you a really good deal for your dear pet. Let me take a look. Why, how cute. Uh-huh. I'll give you 1980 lucre. It's a deal. It's not 1984 lucre, because that would get into, like, the Ministry of Love and the Ministry of Truth here. Fabulous, here's a lucre. Call me anytime. And Cockatrice is like, I hate you. Kakarot, I hate you. So that gives us a total of 4 pets. Okay. I have to leave this pet behind first, okay. Yeah, go out there and eat some grass. Sentient vampire being. Up to 3 pets can graze at once. Well, in that case, I better just get out of here. So the main thing is not to have a pet with me. Oh, now we can pet Alicia. Easy without any particular personality. Yeah, that's my fault. Normally, I would have had the female sidekick of the protagonist have kind of a jokey relationship with the protagonist. You know, like, say, Techno Secret of the Stars, or Breath of Fire, but not this time. So she doesn't have a personality, but it's kind of on me. Alright, so we've done some pet management. We don't have any other NPCs. So we want to enter the Duma Desert, go right and talk to Tikkle, agree to help him, and work your way to Area 23 on the map. Well, shit. Let's open the Duma Desert map. So we're going to want to go up and east, and up and west, and actually no, we want to go east, south, east, east, north, north. Okay, east, south, east, east, north, north. It's actually a much more direct path now that I look at it. But first we've got to get to the Devil's Desert. Sounds pretty neat. And I forgot to know what time it was when I started the video, so okay. Now I know what time it was when I started. That's the thing I needed to know. Get lost, crybaby. You aren't a real Sahagan. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, Tickle's just a roly-poly good for nothing. Well, fine. You know what I'll do now? I'm gonna go get Kima. Huh? You're gonna beat Kima? That's right. I'm gonna crumple him up and shred him into pieces. By the way, to get this quest, you would have to be this far in the game, but come here with having A, not caught pets, even though it's easy to catch more than enough pets by now, because I didn't even try and I got enough to not get this to spawn, and B, you'd have to know not to bring an NPC with you, so, yeah. We'll be seeing you all shredded up more like. I should have put my foot in my mouth this time. At least you have feet. I would have thought you just had flippers. The wimpy thuggling. Hey, what do you want? I don't have time to share with you. I gotta get going. My target's Kima, but I can't possibly beat him alone. Actually, you look strong enough to beat him. Do me a favor, come beat Kima with me. I want to show the others that I'm cool to be a monster. Okay, let's go. This way, you don't tremble when Kima moves. Then I'm going to ignore his advice. Because I just found a path that's better. Although that's only going to work if there's not, stuff in the way. I already kind of think this has failed, actually. Yeah, because that map that I'm working with probably isn't marking where stuff is inaccessible because of... Well, I did want to come back here and see what this was. We got a pincer. Went for a pincer maneuver. Alright, anyway, this isn't the most involved map ever, so... He had a different direction he wanted us to go in, and we kind of ignored him. But I don't think having encounters off will prevent this from spawning. Because bosses don't work the same as random encounters. Which aren't random in this game, but they still call it random encounter. Okay, so my brilliant plan to actually look at the map gets blown up in my face because the map that comes with the walkthrough doesn't take into account some paths are blocked off unless you're doing a specific quest where they're not. So I probably should have followed him. Although there's no telling if he would have continued to provide direction. Or if he was just going to get us to the first screen on the path correctly. But boy, it's going to be worth it once we have this guy as a party member and immediately kick him out and bring the vampire chick back. It's really going to have been worthwhile to do this quest, right? It's 100% run. I mean, come on. 100% run with zero use of smithing or any of the other mechanics they added to try to make the game fun. Yeah, my ma was up to see me today. I had a major appointment. I had a kind of a follow-up with the oncologist to talk about some long-term plans and stuff, and she came up to be here for that. And while we were just like chatting over dinner, I was asking about, what's my niece into these days? My mom said she plays this game called Minecraft. I have no idea. Like, I watched her play it for a minute. I have no idea what it was that... Like, why would you be playing? And I was like, I don't know either. It ain't just you. Yeah, I guess we were just supposed to follow him. Keep us tremors are coming from this direction. Keep us tremors are coming from this direction. Yeah, and we might have even been to the screen where he's at, but you have to follow... You have to keep us tremors are following from this direction. You have to do it this way. Cover the destruction. Making the facts guidance not that useful. Charge in this direction. So I think this path was blocked. Keep his tremors farther away. If you want to go. Are coming from this direction. Oh, we got a baked roach. Sounds lovely. Did I mention the keyless tremors are coming from this direction? Keyless tremors are coming from this direction, as the music indicates. It's not really that impressive compared to some monsters we've seen. He might be a bigger pain in the butt to deal with just because he's got that mobility technique. Yep, there's still nobody over there, Kima. Oh, for crying out loud, would you... Being invincible for 90% of the fight isn't really that much fun for the player, boss. Ow. I guess the wimpy thuggling is not going to be able to defeat Kima, which shouldn't really be terribly shocking. Yeah, when the hell am I allowed to hit this thing? At least we've got, syncing up our powers now. Okay, get away from this, if I can. Maybe I just wasn't close enough before, because... Yeah, I wasn't close enough. Its hitbox does not seem to actually be where it would appear to be. I'm doing good damage with each hit. Bring it on. Of course, I should have known that was going to miss. First time in a while it ducked and didn't come back up at exactly the same place. This is kind of an annoying boss. Should have resorted to this earlier. This has a much wider hit area, or whatever the term is, than any of my Whoppet attacks. So if I do this and I'm anywhere near him and it doesn't work, then I know, okay, invincibility. Frame's got it. And now the second form. I sure hope not. Okay. Yeah, I think I even leveled up there. I got a flat seed. That's the real reward for this. Spiny seed. Oh, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. Yeah, that is for sure. I'm gonna try and be a fighter just like you. I'm also a fighter like you. But I'm not just... Hold on, let me try again. But I'm not gonna just try to become a hero. I will become one. Oh, I have another favor to ask you. Try the stuff, keep it trapped. I think it'll give you the courage when I'm feeling cowardly. The courage. It's all yours. Really? Thanks. Well, I guess we part ways now. Next time they pick up me, I'll fight back. It's all because you sure do. Real courage is... I guess I could have said, you don't need it, but whatever. I don't know what to have. Maybe I ruined the quest forever by choosing that response, but, the wimpy thuggling, the end. So I don't even get him as a pet? I kind of assumed that's what was happening since I had to have less than a certain number of, pets before I could even do the quest. Oh well. It's fine. I don't particularly need another pet, but I do not own a pet in real life. I have not owned a pet since, in a sense, I, along with the rest of my family, collectively owned pet cats. That's they've been gone for a while, the poor fellas. And Bud is also on death's door. See, I kind of wish we could get in here and not murder the crabs. Okay. Is the littlest thuggling actually going to be a character now? Oh, Trent is the tree, duh. I didn't trust myself to remember the littlest thugling's name if I even came across him. I'm not stalling for time. We're going to start a new quest in this video because, you know, we might as well. But I figure that little thuggling was just at least as big a character as some of the others. He doesn't have his own arc like Diddle. Oh, hey, hold on a second. The manager... Bartender, young man who has a tendency to feel the blues a bit too often. Oh yeah, I really picked up on that during our dialogue. Sharing sob stories with the manager seems to make him feel a bit better. Aww. The manager, by the way, is a gentleman who is happiest when communicating with other people. He's the gentleman thief, Trilby. I'm starting to think this little, I didn't know she was going around wearing such a skimpy top. I'm starting to think the littlest thuggling isn't even a friggin' character. I don't understand how he couldn't be a character if, like, Count Dubula is. Right? I mean, you tell me if you remember. No fair going back and searching for it. But if you've been watching this, yeah, Cancun Bird. That was a major character, right? But if you've been watching this, and without going back and refreshing your memory, you remember who the hell, where the... Oh my god, is he not a character? Or am I losing my mind? Is he really not a character? No, there he is. Okay, Count Dubula. Yeah, how's Count Dubula get a place and the little Sagan who talks doesn't? I'm gonna send you guys to hell to join your friends. The idea of killing them and not killing you made it feel like I was playing favorites. All right, little cactus. Here's your update on the thuggling situation. Sandstorm. Deep hurting. The sandstorm process. So tell us, how does this differ from rock climbing? Sorry, it's not me. You know, it's a... Don't worry about it if you don't understand what I'm talking about. It's fine.
Another friend came into my master's life. They found Kima and fought it and beat it together. More fights and victories for my master to tell me about. Sigh.
Is he jealous that he doesn't get to go on the adventures? Because, I mean, frankly, I wouldn't mind taking little Cactus out on some adventures. Why the hell not? I mean, he's not going to be significantly more or less useful than any of the pets we are bringing. Speaking of, I guess we'll get back the Vampire Warrior to join us in this next adventure. Because that way I can have the last of these pets actually grazing, and because the reason it's at level 1 is because apparently I didn't notice that I acquired this pet. So it hasn't been grazing, which is why it hasn't been leveling up on its own over time. They have no particular personality. I get personality may come from what you feed them, but I never feed them anything other than just letting them graze, so screw it. Alright. Next up is Rachel. So our next quest is going to be called Rachel. And it is the second to last, well, third to last if you count Secret of the Man of the Final Quest. We have Rachel, then we'll do a Jumi arc quest, then we're going to do a quest called Little Cactus, which I happen to have found out is the quest where we deal with Bud's illness. And then it's going to be all Jumi arc until the end of the game. So let's knock out Rachel. And the Rachel quest. Me saying Rachel as Rachel is also a prior Let's Play reference, so, you know, again, it's fine. Although it did lead to one of my favorite moments in... Oh, wow, it's kind of dark now that I mentioned it. This was years ago, and I was saying at some point in the future there'll be the really dark news. Something terrible will happen, and I'll be in despondent in a bad place, and all I need to do to cheer myself up is think about Rachel being crushed to death by a rock. And I didn't go back to that at my darkest time, but maybe I will now. This event requires a series of conversations with Mark and Jennifer. Every other day of the week, Mark or Jennifer are working for the item shop. You cannot have the required conversation with them if they are working at the item shop, so you must leave and re-enter Domina many times to complete this quest. Okay. Enter Domina, go to Mark's place, lower left door in center of town. They are on the very top floor. Talk to Mark and Rachel. If Mark is not in the same room as Rachel, exit and re-enter Domina immediately. Okay. Got it. This should be manageable. Meanwhile, one of those grass guys was up there like, hey man, are you going to come down the path or not? I'm confused. Is corn grass? We may never know the answer to that question, guys. Alright, so the item shop. This is a promising start, because I think, yeah, the lady needs to be working the counter for these guys to both be here.
A typical girl's room, don't you think? Don't laugh, my dad picked everything out.
I do so love the mountains. Let's leave the shop to Tipo for the day and go for a hike. I bet you didn't know Daddy was good at climbing trees, huh, Sugar Cakes?
Daddy, why don't you take Mommy? I'll watch the shop for you.
It's okay, sweetie baby. You shouldn't have to worry about the shop. Okay. That's slightly different from the dialogue before, wasn't it? I do remember joking about him taking her to the mountain city, something terrible, but I don't think it was quite the same. Okay, exit to the world map and enter Domina. Go talk to Jennifer in the marketplace. She should be near the fortune teller lady. Okay, we're not going to finish this quest in this video, but I think it'll be okay. Because that's Jennifer, and we can't talk to her. We can't do these quests when they're mining the shop, because they have manning the shop dialogue instead. So apparently, because this had been, I had noticed this, I was like, wow, that's a weird relationship. Apparently, we now get to poke into the way this guy raises his daughter. Huzzah. And it'll involve going to the mom and probably finding out, because we're a silent protagonist. So the mom will say something about how fucked up the dad is, but although I don't recall having seen him running the item shop, but he has to be for this to work, so yeah, okay. It's probably popped up a dozen times and I just never noticed it. I think this is the most charming music in the game, actually.
Oh, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, every single minute of the day he's with her. I hate my own daughter. I told him to cut it out because it's too much, but does he listen? Pah! Oh, aren't your clothes lovely? Where do you shop, by the way? I think you're the bee's knees. Oh, here, this is for you. Take it back to your place and have a look.
You see the item encyclopedia. Lydia, that encyclopedia. Lydia, that tattooed lady. I love the Marx Brothers, but I always thought... I guess that song's the most famous part of an otherwise not particularly well-regarded Marx Brothers movie, but I always thought Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia was just the stupidest line. Oh, things are popping off in Discord, but now it's a different chat. Yeah, okay. I think I've hit the point where now that chat's gonna be going off in my head set for a while. Okay, exit out to the world of Avenue Domina again. Go and talk to Mark to find that Rachel left. Talk to Tipo and she'll tell you that she went to the Academy of Magic. Okay, well, just tell me who to talk to and not what they're going to say. I say that complaining as though there weren't other times where I'm like, no, I don't know if the right dialogue appeared or not. Why weren't you more explicit? This walkthrough can't win. I'm just a whiny bitch. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm actually going to call out a video very slightly early because I've just decided, commandment decision, I'm going to record more videos in this sit-down than I planned to. So I'm going to segue right into another video, and when we come back next time, we'll probably wrap up the Rachelu quest.